Hello everyone, today I'm going to present my project on evaluating mRNA COVID-19 vaccine safety and identifying potential causes of its side effects. So mRNA vaccine is one of the newest vaccines on the market and in use during the pandemic. Due to its novelty, research on its side effects has not been widely done. And it is even harder to make a reasonable connection or correlation between the adverse side effects and their causes. These side effects greatly concern the public, which eventually causes vaccine hesitancy. So on the right, we can see a graph about COVID-19 vaccine acceptance rate, which in some of the countries are below 70%. This is quite concerning because in order to reach herd immunity for all of us, we need 70% of population vaccinated. So the aim of this project is to investigate the safety and side effects of the COVID-19 mRNA vaccine, more specifically the Pfizer one, and compare that with the conventional vaccine through literature review and propose potential causes of those side effects. So this project is purely based on literature review and using pre-existing data. So what it means is that we collected data on severe and normal side effects of influenza and Pfizer mRNA vaccine, and used those data to make a correlation between them. So Pfizer vaccine data are taken from the official CDC site, and influenza vaccine taken from the World Health Organization and Single Care. So first, we investigated the two types of vaccines. So influenza vaccines are mostly attenuated virus vaccines, in which the virus is weakened and injected into the recipient, and which their body causes an immune system reaction, which then the body has a memory, and the recipient should be immune from this type of disease. But mRNA vaccine is totally different. So it uses mRNA, it's a genetic material segment. So in this case, it is used in producing the spike proteins on coronavirus. If you have seen coronavirus, they have spikes on them. And it is surrounded by phospholipid and PEG. So it is packaged in phospholipid. So what happens is this package is engulfed by your cells, and your cell use the mRNA to produce the spike proteins, and which it causes an immune system reaction, and your body is immune from the coronavirus. So about the side effects, so as you can see at the bottom, we made a comparison of percentages of recipients that had a certain type of reaction after receiving certain type of vaccine. So the side effects we investigated on was injection site irritation, vomiting, headache, fever, and muscle aches and weakness. So out of 5, in vomiting, fever, and muscle aches and weakness, recipients of influenza vaccines had a larger percentage of having those side effects. And while injection site irritation and headache, we had more Pfizer recipients experiencing those side effects. And another adverse side effect we investigated on was anaphylaxis, so an adverse allergic reaction. So 5 in 1 million had an anaphylaxis with Pfizer vaccine, and 0.7 in 1 million had anaphylaxis with influenza vaccine. So we can see that it is much more possible to have anaphylaxis with Pfizer vaccine compared to the influenza vaccine. And we also came up with some possible potential causes of those side effects. For common side effects such as headache and injection site irritation and fever, we concluded that since mRNA vaccines use the genetic material and simulates the coronavirus infection, side effects such as fever could be due to immune system's normal reaction. And adverse side effects such as anaphylaxis, it could be due to the materials used in producing the Pfizer vaccine. In this case, hypersensitivity of polyethylene glycerol, PEG. It might occur anaphylaxis, which means the recipient might be allergic to them. So from the comparison, we can deduce that the Pfizer vaccine is close to or less than the possibilities of side effects to influenza vaccine, with an exception of pain and injection site. While adverse events such as anaphylaxis, it occurred more among Pfizer recipients. Possibilities of potential causes could be due to immune reactions or hypersensitivity of polyethylene glycerol. So, acknowledgements and future research. This project is supported by our Rapidamic lab, and for future research to investigate on potential causes of side effects, we plan to design an experiment to test out each major component of the Pfizer vaccine in order to find out which component some people might be allergic to, which will cause the diverse side effects. We will test out each major component on a control group, so healthy, and experimental group of mice who contains one type of allergy. So the control group will be used as to compare from the allergic the type of the experimental group of mice who has one type of allergy. So these are my references, and that's the end of my presentation.